All right, let's talk about what to do with your hands. Specifically, how you're going to hold the pick. Don't really want to hold it like this for a couple of reasons. One, it's really hard to play very fast that way. You're basically just wiggling your fingers. You're going to get really tired really fast doing that. The angle you're going to have to use to get to your strings is not going to be very conducive to really much of anything. Maybe strumming wouldn't be too bad. To hold the pick properly, take your hand and do this. Now you want to stick that pick in there right like that. You know, it may be a little more this way or a little more that way. Right there's about where you want it. That's about where I hold mine. That way you have a really good angle on the strings. You can pick quickly. When you're picking up and down, one of the things you need to do is be able to escape out of the strings. If you're doing it like this, you're not going to be able to do that, and you're going to get stuck a lot. As far as when you actually pick the string, you don't want to lay the pick on the string flat. It's kind of hard to show. You just pick down. Again, like I was talking about before, you're going to have to escape out of those strings to move around. And when you do it that way, after that string is plucked, you're stuck kind of deep there. You're kind of going to have a natural angle, something kind of like that, as opposed to flat like that. You're going to have a little bit of an angle when you pick. When that string comes off of there, so you're out of the string, it's going to allow you to play a lot faster as you get faster. I mean, it's not that big a deal right now if you're just learning, but you want to build good habits. Next thing is how you pick. It may seem like it, but you're not picking with your fingers. Generally speaking, you want to pick from your wrist. That's going to allow you to have a lot more stamina and a lot more speed as you get better and better. And it'll also really matter when you start playing chords. Now let's talk about your left hand. As we went over before, these are the frets. And to make different notes, you're going to press in between the bars on the frets. An open string is the lowest that string is going to get as you play. As you fret notes, basically what you're doing is, by pushing this down, you're shortening the distance between the fret and the bridge. The shorter it is, the higher the note's going to get. Go back down. Note gets lower. So, a couple things to look at. As you're fretting notes, you want to push the string down closer to this side of the fret, of the area right here, as opposed to back here by the backside. As you can hear, your note's going to be a lot more clear and sound better at this end, or on this side, and as opposed to this side. You're going to get a lot of choked out notes if you go towards the backside. If you've been playing around and it's not sounding that great, one thing to look at is where you're fretting the note. Another thing about fretting the note is you want to use the tip of your finger as opposed to the pad of your finger. You want to fret that note about right there. Not up under the fingernail. That can get really painful really quick, so you don't want to get too close. But if the pick was the string, you want to be right about there. When you're playing individual notes, the correct technique is to use the tip of your finger. You're going to have a lot more control and accuracy than if you're just kind of fat fingering it with your pad of your finger. There are situations where you will use the pad, maybe playing a couple notes together. But that's a technique for later. Your chords are going to sound a lot better and cleaner when you're playing bar chords, especially if you're back towards this side of the fret. Get back on this. There's a clean one. Get back on this side and you start to notes just kind of tell it's just kind of deadening the notes. Whereas if you move it to this side of the fret, it sounds a lot cleaner. That's just a great habit to get into. Don't ever even mess with doing that side. Always this side. Here's something you can do right now that'll help you practice that and start working on the dexterity of your fingers. We're going to start on the 5th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, inside of the fret. And we're going to use each finger on each fret like that. I just want you to pick them slowly, take your time. And go to the next string. You're going to start making that mind connection with your fingers to your dexterity. Well, they'll do what you want them to do. It's probably going to be very difficult with your pinky for a while. Take it slow. Focus on getting clean notes, not speed right now. We're going to do exercises like this later that'll help your speed. This is just kind of something to do right now that you can be doing to help build good habits, to help with your technique, and to show you. I mean, if you get back here and start doing it, you're going to see real fast kind of the problems you have. As far as your hand position, you want to try to put your thumb on the back of the guitar like that, right about there. You don't really want it hanging over like this. Put it back here. You can use it kind of as a fulcrum. And that will also help your fingers to get some arch as you come over this way and you start doing your fretting your notes. Start at the 5th fret. That's not, it's not too much of a stretch, and they're not super close together. 5th's really good. Take your time, as slow as you need to go. Go all the way down, clean notes, come back up. Get really good at that. Try a different fret. I encourage you to really play around with it. If you really want the pro hack, put it to a metronome, where you got tick, 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 tick. We're going to do a lot of that later. It'll really help your timing and your accuracy. Don't worry about it right now if you don't want to. But if you're, you kind of try all that and it's pretty easy to you, put it to a metronome and try to stay right on the beat. It'll really help your rhythm, really help your technique. And you can also, go through that. You get it down, you can speed it up. You can keep speeding up. We're going to do a lot of that later. But, if you're looking for something to do and we haven't really got too deep into chords and stuff yet, that's something you can be working on because you're going to need that to, build that dexterity with your fingers. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Subscribe to the channel if you want to know when I put out a new video. If you're just starting out or you know someone who's just starting out, recommend this video to them. Starting from scratch, no pressure, just going through things. Teach you how to play the guitar. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye.